Here it is, the KTM 390 Enduro R.
86. We're gonna get to 90. Well, it passes, so that's good. This thing is fun, dude. We're all gonna be safe. We're all gonna have a good time. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Well, the flame out thing is not awesome. Oh my God, that should not happen. What's the worst that could happen? I could crash and die. Whatever, it died again. I didn't even let the clutch out. Yeah! I'm gonna try to ride it. This is probably dumb. Here it is, the KTM 390 Enduro R. I have put like 2 miles on it so far, just riding it around the block after I got it, but here we go. Let's get out for the first ride. Let's go find some trails, see how this thing does.
This will primarily be an off-road test, but we have to ride some highway to get there, so let's see how it does in these twisties and maybe even do a top speed run on a bike that has 10 miles on it. That's probably a good idea, right? Sure. What do I care? Feels very supermoto-y. Again, not a surprise, but that is the impression I get. It's a lot windier, obviously, so sorry. No wind protection on a true dual sport like this. Little windscreen might be helpful for the chest, but I don't think you're ever going to get it off your head. It's got some pull, even at 70. All right, so this is 75. It's at 6,000. Okay, it went down. 75, it's at about 6,500 RPMs. There is a slight vibration in the handlebars. This may all loosen up as it breaks in, so don't take it as gospel, but it's definitely tolerable at freeway speeds. 70, 75. There's a nice straight stretch on the backside here, so we'll see what we can do. Definitely got some pull. You got to really rev it out though to get to it, but it's there. All right, see what we can do. This is probably dumb. Still pulling. Oh, the wind is something. Okay. Damn, dude. 84, 86. We're gonna get to 90. I think we're about tapped out at 87. That's fine, pretty good for a 390. And again, it may loosen up. I might be into the wind here, I'm not actually sure. Figure out where the power band is eventually. I've been riding dirt bike for the last 2 weeks, so that could be part of my issue. One more decent little twisty S-turn up here, and then I'll just catch at the gas station. Definitely usable power on the street and on the highway, for sure. It's not just struggling to stay alive at this speed. You can definitely accelerate if you want to. That's a good sign. That's impressive, actually. Okay, on to the gas station.
Important test. Can you refuel while sitting on the thing? I've never been any good at this, but this bike's pretty light and easy to hold, so. Hardest part is always getting my pocket unzipped. Under the seat it says 91, so premium it is. Fortunately, it's a tiny tank, so it's not going to matter. Seriously, they actually left me with a full tank. They never do that. It's always like 1 gallon in there. Pretty good because this thing doesn't have a gas gauge, so kind of annoying. But whatever. Oh man, 0.2 gallons. Full tank. Let's go. It's got a really weird, noticeable lag from when you twist the throttle until the engine starts to rev up. I'm assuming that's fueling. I think it's different in off-road mode, but I haven't played with it enough to tell for sure. I also really don't like where the clutch is, but we'll figure it out. All right, to the trails.
Fun test. Easy enough. Well, it passes, so that's good. This thing is fun, dude. A lot more power than the rally. Comes on a little later, but definitely with the rally, I am full throttle a lot of the time on roads like this. And this thing, I don't know, 60%. So it's got fun power, fun usable power if you can stay in the power band, which I'm still getting used to. Gotta watch these corners because this road is very narrow. so I try not to commit too hard until I can see that it's clear. Safety is important, kids. Be safe. We're all gonna be safe. We're all gonna have a good time, and it's a good opportunity to practice looking all the way through your corners, because you need to make sure they're clear anyway. So quit looking at your front fender and start looking as far down the road as you can. Man, yeah, it just stays in the power band. The other thing I'm noticing is the suspension. So it's got 30 clicks, and I had it cranked up to 20, just assuming that as a fat ass, that's what I'm gonna want. But under the seat it says sport for like hard riding is about 10 clicks. I've only done the forks. I haven't messed with the shock yet, but it's funny because it definitely got a little softer, but I can feel the stiffness. The suspension's good. I think that's my initial impression. It feels solid. Now, I haven't hit anything hard at any speed, although these potholes could sneak up on me at any minute. That's the other thing we're scanning ahead for, but definitely feels very solid on the suspension front in a way that other motorcycles that cost a lot more money, or cost a little more money, like the Rally, and I don't know, this thing's about the same as that KLX 300. The suspension on it is not as good, at least not initial impressions. So, way to go, KTM. Exhaust is very quiet. Good for stealth missions. There it is. All right, let's see how we do climbing a steep hill. I've ridden a Grom up this, so I'm guessing it'll be fine. Oh man, it just pulls. This is reasonably steep, and I am just under the max capacity weight-wise for this bike, according to the sticker, but literally no problem. I could pop a wheelie right now. Nice, dude. Oh, and it's so fun in the corners. It's so super moto-y. Definitely have to work the clutch a lot. I'm noticing that. So the gears are tight. Whoa, got a little sideways action there. Yeah, she'll pull out from under you, though, if you're not prepared, if you're not in the right body position. Okay. Yeah, the branches, the vegetation keeps grabbing my camera like a fish biting my hook. I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh, another deer. Look at that. Damn, bro. This is why we don't overcommit to corners.
Apologies if the dash is hard to see. You'll get your chance and tons of future rides, but I wanted the third-person shots, so we're going to have to deal with the 360 camera in the way.
In off-road mode, let's see how it is. I feel like the throttle response is very different. It definitely feels different. That's interesting. Oh yeah, the suspension's still pretty stiff. Ooh, this thing feels nimble. I don't fully trust these tires yet. I haven't really used them much, so. Oh yeah, that throttle response is definitely different. I honestly don't like it. I don't want to get used to it the other way and then give myself way too much throttle when I leave the pavement. Whoa, whoa, whoa! It's got power. Yeah, baby! Let's go. These tires are really full. Really full. I can feel every bump. Oh man, this thing, it is quicker than I expected. I'm pleasantly surprised by that. Yeah, the throttle response. I honestly hate that the mapping is different. Maybe I'll get used to it, but I got used to having to give it way too much throttle to get going. And now that I don't have to, in off-road mode, I keep picking it up. Let's see if it stays in off-road mode when I turn it off. But not a terrible view, huh? Not a terrible view. Man, I live in a terrible place. It's awful. Just awful. Okay, it stayed in off-road mode, so that's good. Rear ABS is still off, even though I turned the key all the way off. So that is good news. Normally I just head back down the road and go around a few miles or so on the gravel to kind of get used to a bike, but there is a Singletrack trail right behind me. This is an enduro bike, so I guess we'll just go that way. This is an unauthorized trail, obviously, that somebody made because part of this was closed off for a while, but it's there. I'm not making it any worse. Let's see how these tires do. This is probably dumb. Whatever. First gear? First gear. All right, well, I've had worse. I've had worse.
Let's see what the backside. There's a little bit of a climb over here, if I remember correctly. True single track, baby. Oh, yeah, it's still a little bouncy up front. Man, it's got a ton of power, though. It's impressive. Just climbs right up. Yeah, like second better. Yeah, huh. Okay, well, let's go around to the other single track and see how we feel. And this is technically single track, but it's flat as hell. This is a road. They just decommissioned most of it. Oh, cool. Well, the flame out thing is not awesome. Let's hope it's just cold because I let it sit for 5 minutes. That's not it. Okay, the flame out thing, that's annoying. If I can't take off in second gear without revving the piss out of it, that is a problem. Ugh, one of my gear fits. I lost too much weight. Ugh. I know, first world problems. My wallet's too small for all these 50s and my diamond shoes are too tight. Let's just take it easy and see how many times it dies, because that's frustrating so far. Single track, baby. Oh my God. That better loosen up some as it wears in. Or do I need to stay in first gear? Or just get used to revving it out a lot more, I guess. Yeah, first might be better. Alright, here's where I almost crashed the trans out the first time. Gotta watch the camera. I maybe have it sticking out too far for this trail. You might find out the hard way. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Huh, these foot pegs are too small and I don't like them. Oh, okay, yeah. See what I mean? Alright, fun single track twisty part right here. Ooh, this is a lot easier than on the last 3 adventure bikes I've brought up here. That's for sure. Transalp, Himalayan, and Ibex. It died. It died. What the hell is that? I'm going downhill. It should definitely not die. You should not be flaming out when I'm going downhill. I do feel like these bars are painfully low. Oh my God! What the f? I'm in first gear. That should not happen, dude. That should not happen. That should not happen. Let's try it sitting down. I think I need to crank the suspension down even more. Okay, that was my foot. Pulled off the peg by something. Some real power here. Huh. Okay, well, I'm tempted to go do the hard part of this trail because I never do that on the big bikes. It's an enduro, it says so right in the name, so let's go see. The flame out thing is starting to piss me off. I'll try to keep the revs up, but it shouldn't be necessary. What happens when you put a street bike motor and an enduro bike, I guess. A tiny hill climb right here. Crashed my 450L right there the first time I ever brought it here. Looks like they've done some maintenance up here, actually. This is a lot cleaner than it used to be. Dead again! What the f? First gear, I guess? Some really good views up here. It probably won't come across in the camera. But it's quite a descent on the backside here. Scared the shit out of me the first time I came up here. Yeah, look at this. All the way to the valley floor. So we're above that viewpoint we were just at, crazily enough. Yeah, they definitely cleaned some of this up. It's good. Used to be a lot more technical, but ooh, big, let's go off this branch. Or it's a root. We're off. Okay, this is where we came in before. Sorry about the breathing. Turns out I need oxygen to survive. My brain's picky like that. Who knew? Oh, I died again! Oh my God! What the hell? That is problematic. I mean, it's not really a trail bike, although maybe it is. It should be able to be one. So what the hell? KTM. I'm not ready to condemn it yet. Let's see if we get a little warmer, and you know, the engine's got to loosen up as it breaks in, right? Theoretically. So let's hope that's the case. It feels heavier. I mean, okay, I have been on dirt bikes all week, so it feels heavy right now, but I don't know if it feels heavy compared to a dirt bike or if it feels heavy for a dual sport. It is heavy for a dual sport, and this is coming from a guy that rides a rally all the time, which is
a heavy dual sport, but still lighter than this. But we'll see. That's where my brain is right now. There's our trail. Made it. Full circle. Congratulations, us. Definitely feels more like a naked adventure bike than a dual sport, but that's to be expected. Should we go down that blue trail?
Why not? What's the worst that could happen? I could crash and die. Whatever. I want to make a point about this being better for trail riding and stuff than an adventure bike, so let's take it down the hill. This is a blue trail, see? So it's medium difficulty. It's f***ing steep. Well, we'll start with this because it's short, so if I die, someone might find me sooner. Here we go. It died again. I didn't even let the clutch out. This is steep, bro. This is a real test of that off-road ABS. Let's see what the front wheel does. That's pretty good. Oh my God, it died. Oh, I'm hitting the side stand. That's what it is. Okay, Ian warned me about that. The same shit I had on my DRZ. So it's gonna need a disable. I gotta get better at just keeping my heels out. This is steep, bro. Love it. Okay, don't go too fast. I don't know how I feel about these brakes yet. How about the ABS? Seems fine. Yeah, it's pretty good. The off-road ABS on this steep hill, I'll go front brake only. Pretty good. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. I can't believe this shit is so close to my house. So lucky to live where I do. There's the road. Okay, I'll make a deal with you. I will go back up that steep-ass hill, but I'm going to do it sitting down. Why? Because I'm no good at stand-up hill climbs. That's why. I'll make up an excuse about how someone could be coming down, but no. I'm just no good at standing up on hill climbs. Okay, well, I'm glad it's not a flame-out issue. Let's see. See if it happens when I'm sitting down. That's the other reason I'm testing that. I want to see if it flames out sitting down. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna have fun with this thing. Dude, it climbs like nothing. It's like, it's not even trying. This is a steep ass hill, dude. Tires aren't terrible, seems. So that's good. Yeah! Ooh, steep, 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 dude. With a corner. Don't love it, don't love it. Give me power, give me power. Okay. Whew. That was a failure to commit. Alright, well, that's the most fun we've ever done on a test ride out here. Or first ride, I should say.
Well done. That's a trail I've only ever taken my dirt bike on. Never even had the dual sports on it. Pretty steep. Third gear is probably a little low. Ooh, very bouncy. There's a tree in the road. Arner! She's throwing potatoes. Okay, see, that's what I've been afraid of this whole time. The vegetation. Revenge of the vegetation.
Okay, that was the kickstand switch, my bad. Now I'm very paranoid about it. Too high gear. Corner. It is jumpy, dude, at first. Let's try second. Now that I know it wasn't flaming out, we might want to even it out a little with second gear. Oh ho ho ho! Yeah! I need to crank that up a little more. It bottomed, but oh boy, baby. Okay. Yeah, it is bottoming for sure. Well, she'll jump. That's good. That's good news. That's what I was hoping to discover. So a lot more confident on this than even the smaller adventure bikes I've ridden. Although the weather is better now. I would take the Ibex on most of that stuff now. When it was super slick and muddy, I didn't want to, but now that it's dry, I probably would.
Huh. Off-road TC is just locked in, dude. Can't slide it when I try. Huh. Yeah, it's tight, bro. It is tight. Like maximum traction to the ground. Huh. Interesting.
There's that bridge. Has it been fixed? No. Okay, well, that's it for that, because I could hop it, but I don't want to do that on this bike. Or I can get very muddy, or I can jump off of that and probably survive. I came through here a little over a year ago, and I got off and walked my bike through this. I'm going to try to ride it. This is probably dumb. What are you going to do?
YOLO. People still say that? Probably not. Oh! Well, bottomed it, but I made it. Well, broke my mirror loose, but I made it. Whew. Yeah, I gotta tighten the forks up. They are very loose. Okay, starting to feel it. The flame out thing is annoying, but otherwise, getting the hang of it. Yeah. We're gonna do stupid shit on this bike, I can already tell. We're already doing stupid shit on this bike, but we're gonna do stupider shit on this bike. Really impressed with the ABS, off-road ABS going down these steep hills. It's barely kicking in. Honestly, it's giving me a lot of traction. Ooh, bridge. What a fun first ride on this thing. The weather's perfect, the trails are pristine. Did some stuff that I wasn't expecting to do. Got a blue trail hill climb in. Even got her off the ground and destroyed the front forks a couple times, so we'll have to check that for leaks when I get home. But overall, aside from a couple really annoying things, that is the road I wanted to be on. Okay, we're turning around. And also the fact that I can't navigate for shit. So I didn't realize I'd ended up on that road already. Anyway, aside from the flame out, which is really annoying, and not having the suspension set correctly, which I'm gonna need some help with that. I'm super impressed. I'm having a good time on this. I definitely noticed the extra weight, particularly when I'm jumping it, but I'd take this thing just about anywhere, so it's gonna be a fun summer with this thing. Pretty excited about it, and hopefully you guys are excited about it too. I know a lot of people are focusing on the Adventure R, but I was able to get my hands on this Enduro, and I want to see. The theory I'm kind of testing is this is like the successor to not the ultralight dual sports, not even the entry-level dual sports, not the KTM super crazy ultralight dual sports. It's more of a successor to the DR 650, the KLR 650, the sort of street rideable but still pretty capable off-road bikes. And if you look at the specs side by side, compare this to the DR 650, it beats the DR in a lot of significant ways and is no worse than it, except for it's a little heavier, like 10 pounds heavier, fully fueled, and the tank is smaller, but more horsepower, better ground clearance, much cheaper. It's got EFI, it's got six gear, it's got a lot of things that DR, if they ever updated it, that we'd want. So that's how I kind of want to treat it. We'll see how much the small tank hinders that endeavor, but that'll be fun to test that hypothesis. So lots more content to come. Gotta go camping on this thing soon. Excited about that. We'll slap some soft luggage on it. But so if you want to support the channel while you're buying your dual sport adventure gear, your camping gear, or just about anything at Amazon, you can use my affiliate links. They're in the description, and they're also in a pinned comment, and you can use those links anytime you shop at Revzilla, Moto Camp Nerd, Amazon. Rocky Mountain ATV is one of the biggest ones, and man, they're good. They get me stuff in a day usually when I order it. Break Free is another sponsor of the channel. You can get save some money on one of those there. Quad Lock, all of those. So if you wouldn't mind, if you're shopping those places, clicking on the links in the description, and you can even bookmark them if you want. And then every time you go to Amazon, just use my link, and you're supporting the channel without doing anything. Because I just get a commission for everything you look at, whether you had a link from me or not. You just have to use my link to get to the site. Everything you buy, they assume I referred you, and I appreciate all that support. But I'm going to head home, so thanks for all your support always, and please do not forget to be excellent to each other. Thank you.